County Youth of the Year from the Smith & Moore Family Teen Center of Belglade, Anijah Graham.
Good evening. My name is Anijah Graham, and I am honored to have served as the 2021 Youth of the Year of the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County. I am so excited to be back on this stage as a member of 13 years. I've always said the club has impacted nearly every aspect of my life. However, as Youth of the Year, that impact has grown. Between advocating for club members at charity events, talking to local partners, talking to the club members at the Smith & Moore Family Teen Center, and even talking with state reps at the Florida Capitol this month, I've realized how blessed I've been to be a part of this organization. And for that, I'm forever thankful. As you all may have heard, I am from the great city of Belglade, Florida. And I say that with the most passion and from the bottom of my heart. The citizens of Belglade are often looked down upon, but I believe that it takes just one person, one organization, one corporation, or even one foundation to take a chance on someone. And that is what the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County has done for me over the 13 years. The club has given me confidence. It helped shape me into the successful young woman I am today, and given me the strength to be the first in my family to go to college. Even after high school graduation, the club staff continued to be my safety net and did whatever it took to ensure my success. I am proud to say I am now in my third semester at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. So far, I've enjoyed my time at FAMU, or the highest of 7 hills we like to call it. Who's that? Because of this prestigious title, I was able to experience my first HBCU rivalry, #Go Rattlers, and my first college basketball game. I know how it feels to say, I represent, as we chant at social events on the Hill. I am proud to say I love to rock my citrus orange and agricultural green, because I love my HBCU. My major is political science. Even though I am just a freshman, I am already highly involved in my student government. I even joined campaign teams this week to help elect our SGA president and vice president, because I know college is all about experiences, networking, and most of all, getting that degree. After graduation, I would like to be a strong advocate for my hometown to improve the standards of living. I credit the club for allowing me to pursue this goal. Time and time again, the club has proven how one person can make a difference in many people's lives. In the end, I would like to say the most powerful tool supplied to club members is potential. Without the club and the experiences provided, I don't know if I would be here today at Florida A&M, a successful freshman on track to change the world. And to the lovely winners representing their respective club and club members, remember, no matter what tonight's outcome may be, continue to shine bright and continue to impact your community, because the judges saw something in you. Let your light shine bright. Do not stop here. Be the change you want to see. It is now my honor to introduce 2 amazing women who helped make tonight's event possible. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Chairman of the 2022 Youth of the Year Dinner, Olympia Bishop and Wilder Wegabuto.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We would like to thank you all for coming out to share in this moment and to support our amazing youth. This event is truly the pinnacle mission moment for the organization and demonstrates the impact of your generosity through our top club members each year.
We're so honored to recognize a wonderful group of individuals who have helped make tonight's event a success. First, our honorary chairman from the Mary Alice Fortin Foundation, the Honorable Leslie Smith and the Honorable Danielle Moore.
We also want to recognize the Youth of the Year Committee, which is made up from members of the Board of Advisors from the Florence DeGeorge Club in West Palm Beach and our Max M. Fisher Club in Riviera Beach. Timothy Bryant, Elizabeth DeBrule, Catherine Kress, Laura Wissa. Thank you all for your dedication to these teams.
We also want to thank you, our sponsors and supporters, for joining us this evening and for making it possible for the 17 clubs throughout Palm Beach County to help more than 10,000 of our community children who need us most to reach their full potential as productive, caring, and responsible citizens. Please give yourself a round of applause. It is now our honor to introduce our 2022 Youth of the Year finalists. Jean Dalmasi.
Jermaine Lovely from Smith & Moore Family Team of Belle Glade.
Ariata Dornazon from the Boys and Girls Club of Delray Beach.
Alyssa Williamson from the Max M. Fisher Boys and Girls Club of Riviera Beach.
Valencia Jean from Neil S. Hurst Boys and Girls Club of Wellington.
Caleb Roll from Florence DeGeorge Boys and Girls Club of West Palm Beach.
And Marissa Altus from the Marjorie S. Fisher Boys and Girls Club of West Palm Beach.
Congratulations to all of you. You're all winners already. Please go ahead and take your seats. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage tonight's MC and senior sponsor, Alex Price of Office Depot.
May the force be with you, everybody. You can feel it in the air tonight. How's Palm Beach County doing tonight? I give you a high C+ for that. It's an education event. I know you want to do better than that. How you doing tonight? All right. I like that. Tonight is not a spectator sport. I hope you came to play. Because tonight, if you've been to one of these events ever, you'll know that it is potentially the biggest night of the lives of the 7 people that you just saw. And I ask you to have fun, but be fully present tonight. Put down those phones unless you're taking pictures and telling this story, because let's honor these youth and their families with our love and our passion tonight, all right? Let's do that. It is a big time pleasure to be here tonight. It is my favorite event of the year. Let me just give you a little context here. Being named Youth of the Year is the highest honor that the Boys and Girls Club member can ever receive. As a Boys Club of America's premier youth recognition program, tonight we're going to be recognizing club members with outstanding contributions to their family, to their school, to their community, and especially their club. These Youth of the Year finalists, they're shining examples, aren't they? They are shining examples, and they're living proof that great starts and great finishes come out of the Boys Club, the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County. And we're gonna celebrate that tonight. We're gonna absolutely go all in if you're gonna, go all in. Commit to that. So this is the grand finale. It didn't start here. Just to give you a sense, this is the grand finale tonight of the Youth of the Year program. Tonight we're going to be announcing live this county's Youth of the Year winner, and it's going to be pretty dramatic, it's going to be very emotional, and it's something that you will never forget. And to make it even more exciting, the finalists, those that you saw and those that you're going to be hearing from in just a little bit, they are going to be awarded at the end of this evening, get this, each of them a 4-year Florida prepaid scholarship. A life-changing opportunity that the clubs have instilled in them the ability to really run with. But that is not all. Oh no. The county winner, which will be announced tonight, is going to receive a 4-year prepaid university scholarship, including room and board for 4 years. And so this is a very big deal, to say the least, isn't it? These scholarships have been provided with unbelievable generosity, and for the last 5 years, by the Mary Alice Fortin Foundation. And we want to, it's life-changing work that they do, and the foundation's making this incredible life-altering opportunity possible for these teens now for the 5th straight year. Now, again, a little bit of context of what we're involved in tonight. So last week, remember this is the finals. So last week, tonight's finalists went to the Boys and Girls Club's corporate office, and they went through the preliminary judging, where they were scored on the first of 3 elements of the overall competition. And so that was the quality of a written application, their essays. They had to go into a 15-minute personal interview with this panel of judges that's right in front of me here. And tonight, those same judges have the responsibility to score the speeches that we're all have the honor to hear. I don't think any of us envy that responsibility. It's a big responsibility. It's an act of service, and we want to honor our judges here and thank them for all they've done and all they're going to be doing tonight. And so let me please share the love, express your appreciation for, first, the Vice President of Supply Chain for Carrier, Ed Dunn. The Director of Palm Beach County's Youth Services, Tammy Fields. The owner and president of Anderson Moore Construction, Chris Harris. A beloved community leader and former West Palm Beach campus president for Kaiser University, Kimberly Lee. One of my favorites, and I always say that, I know, but I only say that for you, President Parker. The president of Palm Beach State College, Ava Parker. And the chief academic officer of the Palm Beach County School District, Glenda Sheffield. The work that they signed up for is not easy, but I know that it's a labor of love. Thank you very, very much. Countless hours of dedication that you've poured into this, but poured into the lives of these teens, and that's what it's all about. So with that, I want to ask one more question, and I will not accept a lackluster reply. Are you ready? Yeah? All right, I'm fully convinced. This event can continue. Okay, at this time, I am very proud to introduce our very first finalist. Jean Del Masi, Youth of the Year for the Boys and Girls Club of Boca Raton.
The club has impacted my life because it's shaped me into the person I am today. You know, more mature. I've been going there since I was younger, so I've grown up there. It's like a second home. The staff have helped me become a successful young man because when I was younger, I was a troubled kid. You know, they've helped me go like in a different path. My favorite activity at the club is playing basketball with the kids. And during the basketball season, and training them with practice, helping them out.
All the staff in the club perceives Gene as a natural leader. He's very avid about basketball, and he likes to teach and coach the younger kids about basketball. You know, we have the tournament last year, and he pretty much became the team captain by himself because he was leading the team. So that tells me how special he is. He likes to be the leader and take care of business, to put it that way. He's committed to the Youth of the Year. He knows what it takes. He knows what it means to be Youth of the Year, and he embraced every single second of it. He is more than ready to become the County Youth of the Year.
I'm grateful for being a Boys and Girls Club member because it's a great opportunity and it's a good place. It's fun, there's a lot of activities, there's a lot of things to do at the Boys and Girls Club. It feels more like home, like family. Good evening. My name is Gene Dalmacy, and I attend Boca Raton Community High School. I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. It was at the age of 4 when my parents decided to take a leap of faith and relocate me and my family to what they believed would be a better opportunity for us, the United States. It was at the age of 6 when I started attending the Boys and Girls Club. The club has helped me grow and fit in and make new friends while growing up in a new environment. I believe that every youth that steps foot in the Boys and Girls Club needs a role model, someone to look up to so they could be great and successful in life. The role models will show them the right way to go to prevent them from going or returning back on the streets. One of the most memorable club experiences that I've had was the opportunity to become a volunteer at the Boca Raton Boys and Girls Club. Here at the club, I like helping the youth out because I once looked up to someone when I was their age. I looked up to a teenager because they were once young just like me. Being at the Boys and Girls Club has helped me individually in many ways. I've seen more improvements in myself while growing up there. I've seen progress in my grades and transition to elementary, middle, and high school. On a personal level, I've matured into a younger man. As a volunteer, I help the staff out, which is necessary because the club holds you accountable. As a volunteer, I help the staff out, which is great because the team holds you accountable to make others' club experience worthwhile. I'm glad that I can help others have the club experience that I once had when I was younger. Overall, the overall goal is for the youth to become role models and leaders for the new youth that's coming to the club. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gene. Amazing, amazing job. Next up, we're going to hear from our Youth of the Year from the Smith & Moore Family Teen Center in Belle Glade. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our second finalist, Jermaine Lovely.
The club experience impacted my life. I was very quiet at first. I came here not knowing what to expect, but it allowed me to open up, meet new friends, meet a lot of new people. And I'm thankful for that. Everyone is caring for one another. The staffs also, they're here for anything. You need help with something, they're here, they're listening to you. It's like a brotherhood here.
Jermaine is just one of a kind. You know, he's someone that really loves his community. He loves the Boys and Girls Clubs. But more importantly, he loves just representing his family. The staff here at the Boys and Girls Clubs perceive Jermaine as just an incredible young man. You know, someone who's understanding his ability to know what he can do, either in the classroom or in the community, but more importantly, someone that's just with integrity and values about himself to know he's going to be great in life. Jermaine should be named the county's Youth of the Year because he represents not only himself, but the entire aspects of Boys and Girls Clubs. He's the true model, someone that's really going to make sure that he carries that mantle of what it means to be a Boys and Girls Club kid.
The club has helped to set me up to be a successful adult by showing me the right path. I believe I can do anything with the support of the club.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The person who is standing before you tonight is not the person I was before the Boys and Girls Club. 7 years ago, Jermaine Lovely was about 4 feet tall, high-pitched voice, very quiet, didn't talk much, very antisocial, and maybe weighing 70 pounds. That version of Jermaine felt like he didn't fit in. I didn't have friends, and the kids I grew up with that I originally thought were my friend became popular, and I was just a popular loner. See, I grew up in Belgrade, Florida, where the adversity of poverty, drugs, and violence was at my doorstep every single day. So at that point, I wanted to give up because I was in the middle of a perfect storm in my life. But my mom, Jacqueline, who is my rock, had a more desirable proposal for me. She looked at me and casually said, "Jermaine, you going to the teen center?" My first thought was, I don't want to go there. Then she looked at me again and said, "You going because I gotta work." More so, my mom is a single mom of 3 kids, and I have seen her tears and struggle. So when the day came that I became a member of the Smith and Moore Family Teen Center, was the day the status of my life changed. At the club, I was just able to be a teen, having fun and helping others. The Teen Center was my GPS navigating me away from violence while creating a resume for the person I was applying to be. A positive role model. Like my role model, Mr. Funderburg, the club health facility manager, the athletic and facility manager, who gave me spiritual guidance, wisdom, and most of all, he showed me love. But the greatest takeaway I got from attending the Teen Center was 3 of the greatest milestones I'll ever achieve in my life. 1, I applied for colleges such as FAMU and Florida Memorial. 2 was when I got my first job at the Teen Center as a program assistant, a junior program assistant. And knowing that I was able to help my mom financially, after all the years she sacrificed me, was something I'll never forget. 3, Youth of the Year. See, I didn't believe it at first. Then this smile took over my face, and I was like, let's go. I just wish my uncle, Steve Jackson, could be here. He passed away a few days before Christmas, so this is for him, and I will make him proud. Now it is my mission to be an empowerment leader, to show others that they can be a positive influence to others, no matter who they are or the background they come from. My vision is to create a platform that says it's okay to be you, you, and you. This is my story. For me, the Teen Center has been that second backbone that made sure I didn't break when I wanted to give up. And in those times I wanted to quit, I remember Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So, the Jermaine Lovely that stands before you tonight is a prodigy of how the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County changed and saved my life. Thank you.
Jermaine, wow, buddy. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. Next up, please join me with passion in welcoming Ariata Dornezen to the stage, the Youth of the Year from the Boys and Girls Club of Delray Beach.
I feel like I have a place here at the Delray Boys and Girls Club because it gives me a recharge. Because when I enter the club, I know that my confidence always rises and I'm always here getting my boost of energy. I grew up in a Haitian household speaking Creole only. So I didn't really use to talk English at school. And I was an ESOL, so I used to stutter a lot. And helping kids like that, especially in that different type of intensity, I understand how it can be frustrating, it can be, and how bullying can come of that, and how you can help them, and they're not in it alone, because you know how it feels to be that kid.
Ari is the perfect choice to represent our club for the Youth of the Year because she's just a go-getter, a natural-born leader. She's very determined. She's the kind of kid where you know that a wall doesn't stop her because she's already thinking a million ways to get over that wall.
I belong here because I have a purpose here. I know why I'm here. I came to the club because I wanted to see myself doing greater things. I wanted to see what my future was here, that I was set here. I wanted to see what I can do to help a kid that was in trouble, to see how I could become a role model for them, how I can be a leader for them.
Yes, I'll still bless you in the middle of the storm, in the middle of
Imagine a world where you have to go to a new place, not knowing anyone, feeling afraid, alone and out of place. A world you don't feel accepted or acknowledged. A world you live day by day, trying to cover up who you truly are in order to fit in. That was my world. That was me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ariata Dornezen. I am a junior at Atlantic High School, and I think you offers opportunity to share my story. Robert M. Hensel once said, "There is no greater disability in society than the ability to see a person as more." Over 4 million kids in the U.S. have at least one learning disability. I am a part of that statistic. Growing up, I struggled with a speech impediment known as stuttering. I often felt out of place and didn't want to share my learning disability. However, the Boys and Girls Club opened up my eyes and helped me realize that I have a purpose here and show that I belong here. This is how the Boys and Girls Club shaped my life. I owe it all to the Boys and Girls Club of Delray Beach for helping me become the person that I am today. The club has impacted me to become more orientated and helped me become a successful leader. At the Boys and Girls Club, there were 2 staff members who had the biggest influence in my life, Ms. Vanessa and Mr. Anthony. Ms. Vanessa was the one at the Boys and Girls Club who taught me to embrace my disability by showing me to turn the negative into a positive change. Mr. Anthony pushed me to come out of my comfort zone and step forward in helping me become a leader, as he introduced me to the junior staff position. Through my experiences as junior staff of the Boys and Girls Club, I realized that mentoring youth is my passion. I built relationships with the younger members of the Boys and Girls Club and took the lessons that Ms. Vanessa and Mr. Anthony to teach them. Upon graduating high school, I planned to attend Florida State University, majoring in speech pathology. My ultimate goal is to become a speech pathologist, working with children in schools and giving them the next generation and platform to help them overcome the learning disabilities and gain the confidence that the Boys and Girls Club has given me. I'm beyond proud to say that the young girl who's afraid to speak out loud and share to others about my learning disability is now an honor roll student, a 4.0 GPA, is the captain. The captain of her cheer team and has won several scholarships and awards. I say all of this to say while some see disabilities, I see possibilities. Possibilities for change, acceptance, and not anyone define you. Thank you.
Ariata, phenomenal job and great selection on a university band. I am pretty pumped. Any other Seminoles in the house? Couple? I'm married to a Gator. She's booing me right now. It is my honor to introduce my friend, and that is the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County, Miss Jeannie Miranda.
Ariata, that was amazing. I didn't see where you sat down, but I know whatever you shoot for, you're gonna actually do, because you're amazing, and I was just overwhelmed by your ability to just be able to get over all of the challenges that were forced into your life. So congratulations. And where'd he go? Okay, Alex, he's amazing. I can't imagine having a Youth of the Year without Mr. Alex Price here. So let's give him an applause. So it's my pleasure to be back again on stage. So nice that we didn't have to wear masks tonight and be able to see each other and hug. I'm Cuban, so this whole last 2 years not being able to hug and kiss people was really tough on me. So I'm glad that we're here tonight celebrating our 8th year. Can you believe it? 8 years. I'm 8 years older. Oosh. So, this is the night that I really enjoy of all of the nights that we and all the events that we have at the Boys and Girls Clubs. It's our mission moment. And speaking of mission, I did want to introduce a couple of people. I don't know where he is, but he was our chairman during the 2019-2021 years. Bob Duncan, where are you seated? If you can stand up. There you are. So the reason I wanted to recognize Bob is because I think after the 2 years that we've been through, and he took the mantle, from Donnie, and thought he was going to have it easy. No. So he had 2 years of managing us through COVID, and he did such a phenomenal job. And I just wanted to express my appreciation to you tonight for everything that you did in leading our board, leading our volunteers. Secondly, he passed the gavel now to Tom Kirchhoff. Where's Mr. Tom? Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, I'm sorry, there's a bright light in my face. So Tom is now our new chairman, and I wanted to recognize him because he is also not going to have it very easy because we have a $50 million campaign that we're undertaking, so he's going to have a lot of work to do. But I also want any board members, any advisory board members to please stand up to be recognized. Thank you so much. We had some great years despite COVID, and it wouldn't have happened without our volunteers, without all of you stepping up and really making it happen. And you know what it's for these kids. Us being successful only really helps to change the world, and we so appreciate everything that you all do for us. So my job is to acknowledge all of the sponsors for tonight, so I'm going to try to move through this pretty quickly. Of course, first up is our Great Futures Champions, and I know that they've been thanked enough for their role tonight, for the scholarships that they provide, but they do so much more for this organization. Donnie's, of course, led our board. They've built a beautiful teen center out in Belle Glade. They have given us the funding support for our Career Bound program, for all of our training programs for our staff that make our youth development professionals the people that they are, that can help transform the lives of these kids. So Donnie, Leslie, thank you again for all you do through the Mary Alice Thornton Foundation. Tonight's presenting sponsor is Public Supermarket Charities. Our senior sponsors are C. Kenneth and Laura Baxter Foundation, Comcast, NBC, and I gotta do a shout out for Comcast because all those videos that you see were all produced by them, and they did that all in kind for us. So we really appreciate them highlighting our kids the way that they did. Crescent Capital, again, Debbie and Bob Duncan, thank you. The Robert I. Goldman Foundation, and Office Depot. Tonight's junior sponsors are Carrier, Olympia and Brooks Bishop, and Wilder and Jason Regavuto. They're our chairs. And the John A. Moran Charitable Trust. Our sophomore sponsors are Ann Britt and Christian Engel. The Architects Design Collaborative, Raul Ocampo Jr., Ed Morse Automotive Group, Mark and Mary Freitas, Mark Edward Partners, thank you Mark and Mary, Christine and Bob Stiller, the Taylor Family Foundation. Now on to our freshman sponsors, Rhonda and Cliff Fisher and their company Fisher, Sylvia James, Norwest Equity Partners, Palm Beach State College, Lisa Russo, our Youth of the Year table sponsors, BMO Wealth Management, Florida Power and Light Company, Florida Virtual School, Gardens Wealth Management, Dr. Brown Graham, Inlet Private Wealth, the Crest Family, JFO Group, Nicolette and Charles Lerman. I got a clap, that's my table. Okay. Mashmeyer Concrete Company, Moss Foundation, the William H. Pitt Foundation, our future Youth of the Year table sponsors, Cliff Gehring, Independent Seafoods, Carol and Tom Kirchhoff, Tropical Shipping, Simone and Carrie Vicker Family Foundation, and Ward Damon. And then our Club View Party sponsor, and I have to give a shout out, Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Thank you so much, Jim, for doing everything that you do. He underwrote all the food for all the viewing parties. All the clubs are open tonight. The kids are actually watching this live from the clubs, so. And then our event partners, you're gonna get some bundt cakes on your way out, so Nothing Bundt Cake, thank you. Sephora from the Gardens did all the makeup for the girls tonight. Coca-Cola Beverage Company, Coca-Cola Beverages of Florida, and you'll see what they have planned a little later on. Toastmasters International, they provided all the mentors that worked with our kids, all of our candidates on their speeches, and you can see how wonderful they're doing tonight. And finally, I want to recognize a few important underwriters. Again, Christine and Bob Stiller, who did the AV so we could broadcast, and the Gardens Mall and Moss Foundation, who provided all the clothes that the candidates are wearing. They wore them through their interview and tonight up on stage. And then Bulldog Marketing provided the invitations. Sorry. And Carla Cove and Joan and Avery Klon provided our program books. That was a lot of sponsors again. And Nicole and Keith Williams, our DJ and table favors, and the Edward and Patricia McLaughlin Foundation, our decor. But before I get off the stage, I want to say one more thing. You know, we take, and I'm sorry, I got this frog in my throat all of a sudden, but we take great pride in really mentoring our kids and getting them ready, not just to graduate high school, but really set a plan for the future. And all those new adventures that are going to be coming their way. So needless to say, we get really attached. And so when there's an opportunity for us to do something special for the kids, we do it. So couple weeks back, and Anisha referred to it, but a couple weeks back I had the opportunity to go up to Tallahassee like I do every year to have our advocacy days at the Capitol. And I decided, since we all know Anisha wants to be a politician, to take her with me. So she's at FAMU, got her hotel room over by the Capitol. We hooked up and we walked the halls of the Capitol together. And I have to tell you, she met senators, she met representatives, and let me tell you something, she blew them all away, as you all would have expected. And they offered her internships. They were fighting over her for internships. They gave her advice on what she needed to do for her political career, how she needed to start, what she needed to do first. But most importantly, they actually asked her to come to session, and they recognized her from the floor. I don't know about any of you, but I've never been recognized, on the floor of session up at the Capitol, but Anisha was, and this was her first time. I'm sure it's not going to be her last, but congratulations, Anisha, you're on your way to your political career, girl. So I'm going to turn it back to Alex.
Thank you so much, Jeannie, and for her leadership to this incredible movement. A round of applause for Jeannie Miranda. Some personal thank yous, because I've got a village that I am so thankful for. 3 tables here from my work family, the Office Depot family. Thank you so much for just your support of these youth. And to my teammates, Rochelle Kupch and Brittany Curdy, for doing the amazing work you do in this community. For my wife, who puts up with me, because I actually act like this at home. And it gets old, I know. So thank you so much. And also because the best leadership is leading by example. And one of our most senior leaders at our company, Kevin Moffett, who is the Chief Retail Officer for Office Depot, leads over 1,000 stores across the nation, has plenty going on, and just said, he came to me back in the fall and said, I'm ready to dig in. I want to sit on the board. I want to serve on the board of the Boys and Girls School of Palm Beach County. Kevin, thank you so much for leading by example. And there's so many of you that are doing that. And thank you. It's time for round 2, so it's time to just re-up on the energy, okay? Thank you for the woo-woo over there. I like to hear a woo-woo over here. Okay, all right. And in that spirit, we are ready to move on to the second round of the Youth of the Year candidates. And with that, please join me in welcoming Alyssa Williamson to the stage, Youth of the Year of the Max M. Fisher Boys and Girls Club of Riviera Beach.
My favorite thing about the club is mostly the kids and me being able to express myself. I would say me being in the dance room is where I throw down. I'm one-on-one with myself. I put my heart, my soul, my mental, everything into my dancing. And the kids notice that, and I think that's what draws them to me. One of the most things that I've been through is losing not one of my parents, but both of them. Both of them being deceased and having my grandma struggle to provide for my siblings and both takes a toll on you. And the club has helped me to understand to be patient and understand that everything is going to be okay.
I believe Alyssa should be named the County's Youth of the Year because I love her perseverance and her dedication to her club and her community. I've seen how she's worked with not only her siblings, but the kids that also attend the club, how they look up to her, how they admire her, as well as I've seen her hard work and dedication around the club.
I can say the club has helped me dramatically. Even though my parents are both deceased, I wouldn't give the experience with them up for nothing in the world. And I plan to show them, to let them know that I would thrive and be bigger in life.
Good evening. I am Alyssa Williamson, a senior medical program candidate from Palm Beach Gardens Community High School. And this is my story on how the club saved my life. See, my journey originally started in a rural area west of Palm Beach County called Belglade. In Belglade, many people were economically disadvantaged, including me. Seeing my lovely grandma struggle to survive for my family and I, demonstrated a struggle that I would not want to live nor continuously live in. At the age of 14, my grandma decided to move my family from Belglade to Revere Beach. Most people looked at this situation as a bad thing and told me things like, oh, you're still in the same predicament and still around the same crimes, if not worse. But I looked at this moving process as an opportunity for a fresh start, a start to pursue my goals, ambitions, and dreams. So best believe I wasn't allowing anything to hold me back. Staying home bored every day, my grandma said, hey, let's check out Boys and Girls Club. And of course, me being a teen, no. So she was like, you're going. So, grandma's rules. So I did. And when I walked in, the staff were so amazing. I had so much fun, and that day, I became a volunteer. And as months and years passed, I went from a member to a staff real quick. Feeling welcomed around people I can connect to took an ease on my life, until one day, my life changed for the worse. My grandma sat my two sisters and I down and informed us that not one, but both of my parents had died due to drug abuse. Trying to bear with the pain, I brushed it off, but I knew I needed to overcome something big, so I did. Staying home, crying every day, I knew I wasn't going to get far in life. So one day I had the courage to tell myself that I matter, and what my parents did doesn't define Alyssa Williamson. I deserve better. Feeling like I abandoned the club, I went back, and all the staff were so comforting. It literally felt like another place I could call home, and I still do. You see, one day I sat in Miss Freeman's office, and my grandma, my rock, my ride or die, this lovely lady, y'all can look at her right here. She is the one who helped me get this far to where I am today. She told me that I have a great future ahead of myself and I should expand over my horizon. And here I am today. Yes, girl. You see, statistics prove that most kids without a parent in a household are unsuccessful, and I refuse to be unsuccessful. According to the Parental Violence Children's Lives, it shows that 7 out of 10 high school parents, According to the Parental Presence in Children's Lives, shows that 7 out of 10 high school dropouts, and I refuse to be one of them. You see, my vision for America's youth is to simply provide a place or a platform where kids can come and express their feelings and where they can feel welcome and be loved unconditionally. A place just like Boys and Girls Club. That's it.
Alyssa, thank you so much. You're amazing. You are amazing. Now I'd like to ask you to join me in welcoming our next finalist, Valencia Jean. She's got a cheering section. Valencia Jean, Youth of the Year for the Neil S. Hirsch Family Boys and Girls Club of Wellington. Bring it on.
My favorite thing about the club is the welcoming presence because it accepts everyone as they are, and that's one of my character traits. My club experience has changed my life because it's allowed me to be more open and have a voice because I didn't talk to anyone. When I first went there, I was super shy, and now I'm not afraid to like speak or talk to anyone. My favorite room is the dance room, and that's where I met my favorite staff member, Mr. Vontae. And I just love the dance room because I love dancing. I've been dancing since I was 4. And when me and Mr. Vontae get together and we dance and we perform and stuff, it just makes me feel really happy.
Valencia has been attending the club for 5 years. And from the time I met her, when she was the age of 11, she's half grown. She has grown a lot, and she has been that one member that a lot of the younger members can look up to. The staff perceive Valencia as an encouraging student. She is a phenomenal member at the club. Valencia is the perfect choice for my club as Youth of the Year because she's Valencia. There's no one like her.
I'm grateful for being a Boys and Girls Club member because the Boys and Girls Club has given and shown me many opportunities to reach success, and many people don't get that opportunity.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Valencia Jean. I am a 16-year-old sophomore at Palm Beach Central High School. Tonight, I would like to share with you my story of how the Boys and Girls Club helped change my life. During my 16 years of living, I have faced many hardships, but yet here I stand. My story begins in Lehigh Acres, a city where 34.9% of the population receives their high school diploma. I have yet to graduate as I'm only a sophomore, but I stand in front of you today with a 4.0 GPA. Here I stand. At a young age, I started losing close family members unexpectedly. I have also witnessed my hard-working parents work paycheck to paycheck for my 3 siblings and I. And I am so grateful for them. This has inspired me to create a pathway that allows me to do better in life and not experience these financial hardships. As a teenager who has faced these hardships, I cannot deny that depression and suicide has once crossed my mind. But I persevered, because I stuck to the one thing I value most, education. And because of education, here I stand. I landed in Wellington in the 5th grade. It was at the Neil S. Hirsch Family Boys and Girls Club where I created Valencia's 2 life rules. Rule number 1, do not be a negative statistic. And rule number 2, do not be a stereotype. Many of the Boys and Girls Club programs have given me confidence, raised my self-esteem, and has boosted my leadership and organization skills. My most vivid memory is in 8th grade when a staff member told me that I had the potential to be a Youth of the Year finalist for this club. 2 years later, here I stand, here I stand, here I stand, ready to bring positive change to youth and bring awareness to youth mental health. Upon graduating, I plan to study law in college as it is my dream to be a criminal defense attorney. The Boys and Girls Club has helped create a pathway for me, and I know it will continue to do so for others. But the Neil S. Hirsch Family Boys and Girls Club has helped groom and shape me into the young woman who stands before you today. The young woman who did not let her hardships define her. The young woman who strives to be successful. The young woman who can be the voice for those who do not speak. That young woman's name is Valencia Jean. Here I stand. Thank you.
Valencia, thank you for blessing us with your words. I feel like I need to kind of walk out too. I'm like inspired. I'm like hiding behind this. Woo, okay. Before we introduce our final two finalists, we have some really important people to thank. Now you can imagine the last 6 months. What you're seeing today, which is incredible, has been the result of great preparation from all these finalists over the last half year or so. But there are leaders at the Boys and Girls Club that are pouring in and week out to help nurture all of this. And they need to be thanked. They're very much behind the scenes. They do not seek credit, but we're going to embarrass them a little bit, aren't we? We definitely are. So the Boys and Girls Club's career-bound director, Shalandra Shepard. Where are you, Shalandra? I think she's probably hiding behind our stage, perhaps. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Come on now. Come on out here. See? The career-bound team is, they have a servant's heart, and you can see the fruits of what you do. It's not in the script, but do you want to say something? See?
I'm just really excited for these young folks, and it's really about them. So thank you so much.
These are your babies. These are your babies. And you and your team are amazing. And just thank you for the career-bound team who really are the behind-the-scenes force that made this happen with these youth. Let's embarrass them one more time. One more time. So, like any amazing night, it takes a village, but there's one leader, one person behind the scenes that's usually, again, for 6 months, been toiling hard to make this magic happen. Nicole Miranda, where are you? Where are you? Well, I actually don't know where she is. She's probably doing some very hard work right now. Is she in the back? Everybody turn around and say, thank you, Nicole, for this amazing night. Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but this is filling my cup, and I'm sure it's filling your cup too. And Nicole, you've orchestrated this in just masterful fashion. Thank you so much. Now, last but not least, but last but most, this Youth of the Year program is a group award. As you can imagine, what you've heard here are the result of incredible youth, but also incredible, steadfast, loving family members that are behind the scenes, drilling them on their interview skills, on their speeches, you can imagine, loving on them, making sure they're eating healthy and getting up on time for school. There's a village there of parents, of aunts and uncles, of grandparents, of guardians, and friends that are as close as family. I want everyone who I've just described who's been pouring into one of these 7 youth, I want you to stand up and we are going to celebrate you. If you're part of... Nobody hides because you need to be celebrated. You need to be thanked. It's like... Thank you for just loving on these youth. It's got to be so incredibly satisfying to see the fruits of that love and that time that you've been pouring in. And I know you're going to see it through to the finish over these next few years, but let's give it up for those families. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's the home stretch. Leave it all on the field, okay, everybody? Leave it all on the field. I need your passion. I need your energy. I need your volume, because we're moving on to the last 2 finalists. Please help me to welcome Caleb Roll, Youth of the Year of the Florence to George Boys and Girls.
My favorite thing about the club is the sense of community, the sense of having people that you can turn to if you need them, or just even if it's not about something personal, just knowing that if you needed them, they will be there for you. One of the most difficult obstacles I have had to overcome in my life was losing my father when I was 3 years old from cancer. I don't have like memories because I was only 3, but I know that my parents, they met each other working at the club. So when I come here, I feel connected to the spark and love that brought them together in the first place. My favorite staff member at the club would be Ms. Bree. I don't even think of her as a staff. I think of her more like a sister, to be honest.
I think Caleb is a perfect candidate for the Youth of the Year scholarship because he has this way of being so selfless with his actions, and he's very passionate to the point where I feel like whatever he does in the future, it will leave such a positive impact on his community and hopefully the world.
I'm grateful because I know that not everybody gets the same opportunities in life, and I feel like the opportunity to be a member at the club is one that is very important, and because I get to do this, I need to do everything I can to make sure that other people can get the same opportunities.
Good evening. When you look at me, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Football, right? It's football. Without me saying a word, you, like most people, have already made an assumption about the type of person that I am. What if I felt I look like an R&B singer? There's a hero if you look inside your heart. I sing just a little bit. It's so easy to look at someone, but it requires additional effort to actually get to know them. My name is Caleb Roll. I attended Benjamin School, and I'm in the 11th grade. While first impressions are important, this simple introduction does not tell the story of who I am. So imagine a world that didn't include words, and all we had to go on was someone's perception of us. This essentially is how I felt most of my life. I was so shy because while my figure has always been, let's say, above average, my confidence and ability to express myself wasn't. It wasn't until I attended the Boys and Girls Club that I found my voice. Learning to express myself has helped me chase my dreams, like wanting to go to college and obtain a degree in psychology and law, so that I can study how our experiences affect our actions. My father died from cancer when I was only 3 years old, but this motivates me to achieve my goals and has helped me to be more empathetic towards the experiences of others, and has the potential to help them persevere. My drive to achieve my goals is what I consider to be determination, but not because of how it's defined in the dictionary, but based on what I've seen. Seeing my mother work 3 jobs because she was determined to provide for her children. Imagine falling asleep in class one day and not knowing why, and then your grades slipping because of it. Then 7 years later, finally being diagnosed with narcolepsy, but then finally being able to perform the way you knew you always could. I was determined to not let this stop me. With that determination, I obtained a 3.8 GPA this semester. My parents met while working at the club, so if anyone can tell you about his capabilities, it's me. I know that my father isn't someone who can be replaced, but every day I walk in my club, I feel loved and I feel like I belong. And the staff and members there help to fill the void. As I get older, I continue to miss out on certain lessons that fathers teach their sons. But when I was younger, Miss Hollins would always tell me whenever I walked in, "You're looking just like your dad today." I'm like, I do? This meant so much to me. At my school, we have a no shaving policy, a no facial hair policy. And when I was approached about my facial hair, I was embarrassed to express the fact that I didn't shave was because I didn't have anyone to teach me. When I got to the club the same day, Mr. Jermaine gave me tips about how to shave correctly. This meant so much to me. The reassurance of the staff at the club has been a constant reminder that I have people who support me and who want me to be the best version of myself. And I'm forever grateful for all the experiences the club has provided me. To most people, the club is just a place for kids to run around while their parents are at work. But for me, it's been my inspiration to inspire. And I can't wait to return to the club one day and be the Mr. Jeremy or Miss Hollins to a kid, a hero to a child that needs one. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. I know I can survive. Thank you.
Caleb, thank you for inspiring us. Thank you so much. So I can't believe I have to say this, but it's my honor now to introduce our last finalist of the night. Our Youth of the Year of the Marjorie S. Fisher Boys and Girls Club of West Palm Beach, Marissa Altus.
My favorite thing about the club is the staff members and how they come up with different activities for the members to do every day. The club has helped me explaining how knowledge is the key to be successful and just pushing that narrative out there. And if I was not at the club, that would not be in my mind. My favorite room at the club is the junior room because I don't have a sister, so going to the junior room and interacting with all the girls and just having fun with them. My favorite staff member is, of course, Miss A, because I grew up with her and she's like my other mother at the club.
The positive changes that I have seen in Marissa in the 7 years I have known her. As a little girl, she was very shy, very quiet, and she has blossomed into a young lady, outspoken. She knows what she wants, and she's a go-getter. I think Marissa represents the club for the Youth of the Year because of her talent. She's very helpful, and she's a team player, and she has a great personality that the kids can relate to the club.
I go to the Boys and Girls Club because I grew up there and it's my other home.
Hard times are sometimes blessings in disguise. Let it go and let it make you better. That is a quote I say to myself, to never give up. My name is Marissa Altus. I am a junior at Royal Palm Beach Community High School enrolled in their International Baccalaureate program. When my parents first enrolled me into the Marjorie S. Fisher Boys and Girls Club, I instantly fell in love with the environment and the staff there. As a child, I had some behavioral concerns for many years, and because of that, my parents would speak to the club directors and the staff there to help improve my behavior. In 2015, I met Miss Alexandra Johnson, and she has been my mentor ever since. That period of my life was very difficult. I had low self-esteem and would do whatever it took to fit in with the crowd. At times, I would be unhappy and not be my usual happy and cheerful self. When Miss Alexandra noticed, she would intervene and speak to me and give me advice on how to get through the hardships I was going through at home. I believe that from the moment she met me, she knew this child was worth saving. When I started high school, I was afraid that I was not going to succeed because of the difficulty of the IB classes I was taking. When the staff at the club noticed, they encouraged me and spoke to me and told me to believe in myself. With that being said, I have achieved an average of a 4.6 GPA. I am a very passionate person who gives back to her community by tutoring and mentoring kids who are now where I once was. Whether it's the kids who struggle with problems at home, such as feeling abandoned and constantly being treated badly and put down by a close relative, are issues that I too have struggled with my whole life, and I see myself in them. But if it wasn't for those people at the Boys and Girls Club who cared about that troubled little girl, my life would not be the way it is now. I want to be a part of a change or spark in somebody's life. My vision for America's youth is to reduce violence and encourage better communication skills, problem-solving tools, and critical thinking skills that are taught at the club. I believe organizations like the Boys and Girls Clubs are a perfect place for America's youth, and one they should be a part of. The only way for America to be great is for our youth to do better. That can start with me, which is why I will become a criminal justice prosecuting attorney. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marissa. It's hard to believe that all 7 have completed their inspiring speeches. Now, our esteemed panel has to tally up their scores. And again, I don't think any of us envy the job that they have to do. But so what's going to happen right now, everyone, is that our judges are going to be led back to a sequestered room. I believe that Nicole's going to be taking them back this way. And so we've got a little bit of time. But during that time, I want to invite someone who's incredibly special. And if you were here 2 years ago, raise your hand if you were here in 2020. If you were here in 2020, you are going to be really, you're in for, everybody's going to be inspired, but really in for a treat if you remember our winner from 2020. And so please join me in welcoming our winner from 2 years ago, Olivia Lattimore. She's coming. All right.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be back here once again with you all. I would like to first thank the Mary Alice Fortin Foundation, along with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Palm Beach County, for all their diligent hard work and the opportunities they provided for me and all the teens that come before and after me. A quick update on myself. I am currently in my first year at the University of Central Florida. Go Knights. Majoring in clinical psychology with the intentions to declare a minor in childhood development. My hope is to one day become a clinical child psychologist, since there is a need for minority women in this workforce, and advocating for the mental health in children. College life has been interesting, however. Attending university in the midst of the pandemic has required me to make a great adjustment in my life. After completing high school for a year and a half remotely, I had to adjust to my university's hybrid school schedule. But after a semester, it worked in my favor. I only have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays and maintain a 3.6 GPA. Within my free time, I've gotten involved in many of my school's organizations. I'm a little in the Big Sister, Little Sisters mentorship program. I've joined NCNW, which is the National Council for Negro Women, and the Black Student Union. I've even enjoyed meeting new people, and I've set a goal for myself to meet somebody from all the area codes in Florida, and I've gotten pretty close so far before I graduate. So I would like to say thank you to everyone who caring enough to take the time to be here with us today, to hear our stories, to want to understand more about the impact this organization has on young people just like me. It is now my honor to introduce the 2018 Youth of the Year for the Palm Beach County Boys and Girls Club, David Wooten.
I just want to say whoever chose that song, thank you. So, thank you, Olivia. Good evening, everyone. I would just like to start off by giving a warm thanks to everyone in attendance and all those that couldn't be here but still had a role to make it tonight possible. My name is David Wooten, and I am the 2018 Palm Beach County Youth of the Year Award recipient. It feels like forever ago, I was up here myself, palm sweating, anxious, and about to give my very first speech. But tonight, we have some of the most courageous and inspirational young people from across the county coming up and expressing to you what the club meant to them. To me, the Boys and Girls Club is and has always been my second home. No matter how far away I am or how much time has passed, I can always come back and be greeted with a friendly smile and open arms. The Boys and Girls Club is not simply an after-school extracurricular activity. The Boys and Girls Club is an escape. It's an opportunity. It's one that I just happen to have been blessed with. The club is responsible for so much of the life lessons that I still utilize to this day. It's my honor to give a special acknowledgement to the Mary Alice Fortin Foundation, who changed my life for the better. I was awarded a 4-year, full-ride university scholarship to any Florida school of my choice. And with this scholarship, I spent the past 4 years in paradise at Florida Atlantic University. I will be graduating this upcoming May with a degree in psychology and a 3.0 GPA. While going to school, keeping up with my classes, my grades, and studying, I've also been working full-time at CVS Pharmacy as a pharmacist technician. When I'm not working and when I'm not at school, I spend the rest of my time at the gym, trying to stay fit and healthy. Okay, honestly, I'm trying to work off the McDonald's that I ate earlier that day. But it has been my honor to speak to you today and witness 7 more lives be changed for the better. I cannot wait to see who they choose to be the 2022 Youth of the Year. Thank you all, and have a great night.
Olivia, David, it is just amazing to see you all grow up to the young adults that you're becoming, making us all so proud. Isn't it wonderful to see them flourish coming out of this program? I mean, this is what it's all about. Thank you. So what happens after tonight? A lot happens after tonight. The winner this evening will represent Palm Beach County for the state Youth of the Year competition. Now, that said, all finalists, of course, are absolutely winners and will be joining him or her, whoever wins tonight, to take part in that state Youth of the Year experience. It's going to be life-changing. The state winner, hopefully from Palm Beach County, will be advancing to the Southeast Regional title and will then have the opportunity to advance to Washington, D.C. to be one of 5 regional nominees to compete for the Boys and Girls Club of America's National Youth of the Year. And get this, the National Youth of the Year winner, and we hope it's from someone sitting in this room right now, will win $150,000 in college scholarships. It's amazing. This movement is unbelievable. We want you to walk away just knowing that what's happening here is part of something across our country that's changing our country and has been for years. I hope that you see the significance. I'm so glad you're part of that significance. And just so you know, the 7 amazing teens, they're part of roughly 10,000 youth that are served by the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County in a given year. 10,000 lives. Can you imagine that? 10,000 lives that are positively impacted, whose outcomes are represented through the 7 that you've met tonight. That's a changed world. And that is worthy of our dedication. It's worthy of our resources. It's worthy of our time. Thank you for being a part of that movement. Thank you so much. So in the spirit of advancing that movement, I get to welcome to the stage a guy who's become a good buddy of mine through the years, the Chief Operating Officer of the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County, Mr. Steve Cornett.
Hey, hold on. We get this is a fashion. Hey, before I get started, can everybody please stand up and give it up to all of these amazing youth for tonight? I need everybody to stand up. I need y'all to make some noise and get out your checkbooks. Make some noise and get out your checkbooks. Make some noise. All right. Thank you, Alex. First, I want to congratulate everyone involved in this Youth of the Year program, including all of the families and all of the club staff that their due diligence, this wouldn't happen without you. Despite what it feels like a never-ending pandemic, we have pushed forward and have been there for our kids and our families. As we are rapidly approaching the end of the school year, our jobs do not stop. During the summer, our clubs will continue to provide a caring educational place for our members during the day so that the parents can continue to work and support their households. So while the scores are being tallied up, we would like to ask you to support our kids to help them have a safe, fun, and memorable summer camp and making a gift from the heart. It's our 8th year, so I'm taking a leap of faith, and I met with Jeannie this morning, and this might be, different for some, but we have a goal of about $110,000 that we have to raise. Y'all give it up for that $110,000. Good news or bad news, where you stand. Good news is I'll have a job on Monday if we get that 110. Bad news is, or good news, is that I may not have a job when I walk in there, so that may be good for some. So taking a leap of faith. So what does it look like to send 20 children to summer camp on a field trip for 10 weeks of summer? $20,000. $20,000. Is there anyone in this room that will help ensure? I got one right here. Jeannie, I got one. I got 20,000. We are about 95,000 left short of that goal. Is there anybody else? 20,000. Anyone else? 20,000. So what does it look like to send 10 children to summer camp and field trips each week for 10 weeks of summer? Will there anyone in this room that will sponsor 10 kids for $10,000? $10,000. 10,000. Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie won? We got Tori Mashmeyer will do $10,000. All right, I'm calculating this all in my head. All right, we got anyone else? $10,000. Is there anyone else that will support? We got another $10,000 right here. Who would like to support 7 kids that go to summer camp? Oh, we got John DeLuca, another 10,000. 40, 50. All right, we're about 65 short. All right, cool. Who would like to support 7 kids to go to summer camp at $7,500? I know I can get about 7 to 8 people on here. $7,500 to send 7 kids to summer camp. $7,500. We heard the stories. We know how impactful our youth are. Will anybody support our kids for $7,500? $7,500. $7,500. All right. Who wants to send 5 children at 5? Donnie, thank you, Donnie. Will anybody support Bob Duncan? Will do another. I'm sorry, right next to Bob Duncan. We'll do another $7,500. Will there be anybody else? $7,500. Who wants to send 5 children to summer camp? We all heard our amazing youth. We got one. I'm looking for 10 on this one. $5,000. $5,000 to send 5 kids to summer camp. $5,000. We heard our amazing youth talk. $5,000. We got 1. Can we get 2? $5,000. $5,000. All right. Who wants to sponsor a week of field trips for the entire club for $2,500? All right, we got some names, guys. We got 1 name, 2 names right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $2,500. $2,500, sending our kids to some amazing field trips. $2,500. We got another one in the back. Thank you, Miss Russo. $2,500. Can I get 2 more? 2 more, $2,500. 2 more, $2,500. With that being said, I know that all hands are going to go up on this one, Jeannie. I have a hard feeling. How about sending 1 child to camp on all the club field trips for $1,000? 1. I knew it. We got it. We're getting Melissa. $1,000. We were going to hit somewhere. $1,000. $1,000. Thank you, Nicolette. Thank you. Your husband just gave you a look. He wanted to do 10,000, and you did only 1,000. I know, Charles. You're the finance guy. Bob, how about we got that support? Bob Duncan, do I have your support on the 1,000? I knew I had Bob and his wife. 1 or 2,000, Bob? Was that 1 or 2? Just, okay, 2,000. Thank you, Bob. Anyone else? $1,000. 2 of the last things. Who wants to send a child for $500 to be able to go to camp? We heard the stories. $500 again. 500. Alex.
I think I'm in for 5. I think
5,000, Alex?
Who wants to join me for 5?
500. Who's going to join Alex for 500? Who's going to join? Anthony, you going to join? Okay, we got another one. 500. We got another one in the back. 500. 500. We're still at 500. That's sending a child a life experience to be able to send them to the Boys and Girls Club. For anyone in the room tonight, I know that a lot of people were shy, just like last year. Let me remind you that we raised about $102,000 last year, and it came on the last one because there were individuals that didn't want to raise their hands. So we get that. So tonight, whoever wants to give a different amount, please raise your hand. They will bring you a card, and you can write the donation to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of Palm Beach County. Just raise your hand. All you got to do is, whether that's $5, whether that's $10, whether that's $25, just raise your hand to support our children of the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County. All you got to do is raise your hand. It doesn't matter what amount. It can be $1. $1 will change one of our kids and our kids' life. Wow. Lisa, we're getting everybody. Melissa, great job. You guys are doing awesome. You guys are all incredible. Thank you so much. You guys have no idea the changes that this will make in the lives of all of our club members.
Steve, it's amazing to see, lives were just changed, like here in the last 5 minutes. Thank you so much for your generosity. Steve, thanks for just your leadership of these clubs on a day in, day out basis. Let's give it up for Steve and his leadership. Thank you so much, brother. Now, does anyone have an update of how the deliberations are going? I do not see any panelists here, so I'm guessing it's pretty intense back there. So I hope that the dessert is tasty. Is it? Good to see you, my friend. And the coffee and drinks are tasty. Any minute now, we should have our judges come in, and then we'll have our finalists join me on stage. So hold tight. Hold on. Do we have an update? I see a thumbs up. Okay, hold tight. The judges have entered the room. We have a decision. All right, the suspense is building. I can feel it. I know you feel it. So I would like to invite all 7 of our amazing finalists to join me here on stage. The big moment's coming. And while we're waiting for our finalists to gather here on stage, I do want to take care of one housekeeping item. So the O has, our hotel host here has generously kind of set up our own kind of unique exit and valet area. And so when you leave, you're going to come back into this reception area. Boys and Girls Club staff are going to direct you to a different exit than the entrance you came in on. They'll be serving coffee for anyone who needs it. And so just kind of watch for Boys and Girls Club staff. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. Actually, I heard before the big announcement, we've got another surprise finalist. Are you in? Coke, Florida? Is Coke, Florida in the house? I would like to invite Todd Graff from Coke, Florida to join me here on stage. I've been made aware of a very generous announcement, and it's time to find out what that is.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex. I'm here today to represent Coca-Cola Florida. We are a family-owned, local, independent bottler here in Florida. We are committed to serve our communities around three main pillars: education being number one, economic empowerment, and sustainability. Most people are surprised to learn that Coke Florida is a family-owned business. And they're also surprised to learn that we are the fourth largest black ownership business in the United States. Thank you. Therefore, based off our heritage, we're extremely committed to the urban area. We were founded in 2015, so we are a new company. In that 5 years, the past 5 years, we've been actively involved in the urban area. As a result, we've donated over $500,000 in laptops and computers to the youth and the children that go to college throughout the state of Florida. Our goal is to close the gap between the digital divide that exists within our society today by providing laptops. With that being said, I'm extremely excited to share with you that we will provide each and every one of these incredible individuals Chrome laptop computers for their patrons.
That will work later.
There's warranties, don't worry. We're good. Give it up for Coke, Florida. Thank you so much. Todd, thank you for your generosity and you and your organization. It is, it's time. You ready? It's that time. So I would like to welcome the very generous and the Honorable Danielle Moore and Honorable Leslie Smith and Anijah Graham to join me on stage. They're going to join me on stage for the announcement of the 2022 Palm Beach County Youth of the Year. And everyone behind me is incredible. Everyone behind me is a winner. Everyone behind me, by the way, you're going to get to hear updates about their college experience, about the career choice they make, and about how they're going to be serving and leading in this community moving forward. It's going to be wonderful to watch the journey. But now to the announcement.
Well, I'm going to make you wait because we didn't have the opportunity to do the photo because traffic was so bad. For all the people who are coming tonight to honor you, so Mom, you and I are going to step into the middle here so we can do the family photo with our incredible finalists. Thank you.
She tells me what to do. I'm the Smith, she's the Moore. But I want to say that this is one of the nicest nights that we have ever, to be with these great young people, which I think are the beginning of our country. Makes me proud to be an American if they're representing me. Okay?
Yep. I have the envelope.
Of course you do.
That's
And she's also the mayor. So
That's because I can read without glasses on. That's the only reason I got the envelope. You all are so incredible. You are all winners in our book. But just to remind you that the winner tonight has a 4-year Florida prepaid university scholarship, which includes room and board to further your education. But you all have the scholarship. But the winner tonight is the Palm Beach County Youth of the Year. Are you all ready for that? From the Smith and Moore Family Teen Center, Jermaine Lovely.
Can we get the lovely family up here?
I am waiting for Jermaine's mother to join us on stage.